While cleaning Wire's old computer, I accidentally discovered the Hi there, welcome to Reddit GOAT channel. Today we are going to have another unbelievable cheating story. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our daily cheating stories. I'm still in shock about this entire situation and I don't know what to do. My wife and I have been together for almost 5 years. We do have a child now. We met on a popular dating app. During the initial stages of our relationship, she made it clear that she did not want to commit and was just having fun as she had planned to eventually move away from school. I agreed to this because sure, why not? As we continued to date, we started getting closer and closer, starting seeing each other every day per second day to the point of each of us admitting that we loved one another. Eventually, she asked if I was seeing anyone else and I admitted that there was no one. She was all I was interested in but figured she was seeing someone. She told me no, that she was really falling for me and she wasn't interested in seeing anyone else and was falling for me. However, since she got out of a long-term relationship, she didn't feel comfortable putting a label on us. We continued to date, see each other more frequently, and I was falling more in love with her. I knew I was probably making a mistake because of the fact that she still didn't want to put a label on anything. During this time, she would go on trips, but obviously, I didn't think too much about them. She would say she was going to visit family, etc. Eventually, as it was getting closer to the time she was planning on moving, she started to prepare as such. She also hinted at doing a long-distance relationship, but I didn't have much interest in doing so because her move was permanent and I had my family and job in the city. It was really hard, but we continued to date anyway because we enjoyed each other's company. She continued to imply that we were exclusive without using the actual words. I understand the technicality of this and my ignorance, trust me. The week of her departure, she finally said that she wanted to do long distance and I agreed since we were in love, figured we could somehow make it work because we were so in love and why not try. To show that I was serious, I bought a ticket to fly out in about 2 months' time for a visit. Less than 2 days after she left, she sent me a big string of messages saying how she didn't think I could do long distances based on our previous conversation, that she loved me and wanted what was best for me and that was to break up. I tried to rebut, but she was fairly adamant. It was an extremely hard time for me, but I figured, hey, this was the plan before, it's tough, but you enjoyed your time together. I also have a family where I bought the ticket, so I figured I might as well go regardless. Over the next few months, I didn't fully block her, but any time she sent a message I was fairly short in my replies, not open to conversation, figured it was for the best. I also met someone else and we started dating for a month. I could see this new person as becoming serious, but I was taking things slower because of what happened. Eventually, I left on my trip, and, obviously knowing that I was coming to her city, she reached out to get together and hang out as friends. I knew it was probably a bad idea since it was so tough to get over her and I was already starting to date again, but I went to see her anyway because of love. We spent most of the trip together, doing a couple of things, enjoying each other's time, and near the end of it, she claimed she made a mistake and wanted to be with me in an exclusive relationship long distance. I initially declined because I was seeing someone else that I was interested in, something she held over my head for years, and had no desire to be long distance. She told me that she was unable to date after we broke up and she never slept with anyone. It was me and it has always been me since she met me. She offered to fly out the following weekend and during that week, she offered to move back to be with me since she was in love and wanted to be exclusive with me, and it has only been me since we first saw each other. To her credit, she dropped everything to come back. Long story short, she moved back, we eventually moved in together, got married, and had a child. She insisted for years that she wished she asked me to be exclusive during our dating time and insisted that our anniversary was on the date we met. We were in love and everything felt great, until 2 weeks ago. She asked me to clean out her old computer and that was when I accidentally came across some nude videos made during the time we were initially together and they definitely seemed like they were made for someone, none of which I've ever seen during our time. I was shocked and angry. I eventually told her of what I saw, of which she immediately said that she was too ashamed to admit it, but that she was camming during the time we were first dating. Honestly, if she was upfront about it, I would not have continued to date her. I know it's not very sex positive, but it's the truth, and I told her this. She had an answer for every question I had about it, down to the website, but even though I was starting to come to terms with it, something still seemed off. I hate to admit this, but feeling like a paranoid and crazy person, I eventually told her I needed proof from that time. She offered to show me different pieces of proof, but none of it still made any sense. She let me look in her email, and that's where I found screenshots that she saved of conversations she had with someone else. Up until this point, she kept trying to say it wasn't what it looked like, she wasn't seeing him, she never slept with him, he was just a guy she met off of social media. These screenshots basically indicated that she was seeing someone long distance exclusively during the entire time that we were dating. Those trips she took were to go spend time and sleep with him. All the nude videos she took were all sent to him. The screenshots were filled with her undying love for him and how they could ultimately be together, and that he was the only one she had ever loved. The final saved conversation was of him saying that he couldn't be exclusive and that they should end things. This was dated at the time shortly before she contacted me after she left. I feel so betrayed. I did not get to make an informed decision about our relationship because she withheld every piece of truth about everything. I know that we're not labeled exclusive, but it seems like every word she said was a lie. This also includes what she has said over the years of us being together and her reminiscing of our initial dating period. The numerous lies and manipulation, without missing a beat, about everything the past week seems to seal the deal that I was misled about our relationship. I know she loves me now. I don't think she has been unfaithful, but I don't know if I can get over this even with being married or having a child. Does divorce seem like an overblown reaction to this? I just feel so betrayed. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Sounds like you found out you were the backup plan as she contacted you after her first choice rejected exclusivity. As you said, if you knew this stuff beforehand you wouldn't be with her, and the only reason you are finding out now is she believes you will be invested enough to stay. She lied to you. It is completely understandable that you feel betrayed as you were, and I would be out of there. Sorry this happened to you. This is seriously so saddening to read. I wouldn't stay in a relationship with a foundation of lies. It would be too heart-wrenching to forgive my partner and look at them with the same kind of love. She knew no one else would love her like him, so she did all this. She knew. She knew damn well. She is sorry she got caught, not the fact that she actually did it. Till the last moment, she's just lying. I feel like she's hiding other stuff too. How do you look at someone you love and hide this much from them? This is a huge red flag, it's not a small lie. I feel so bad for Op. I really wish you can think about your decisions in a clear mind and calculate what's best for you, bro. I personally wouldn't stay at all. Considering she's lying even after she's caught, even when it doesn't make sense. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.